Baby, baby. You bring them. Hello, and welcome to Beyond Babbitt. This is your host, Brian Anthony, reporting for duty. Dark Wolf, what's going on? Myra Dillahunty, hello and welcome. How y'all doing today? Shalom, shalom. All right, hello, Metal Sheet. Sterling Nutrition, what's going on? Hello and welcome to Beyond Babbitt. Finishing the class, all right, good deal. Working, all right. Well, guys, let me go on and get this news out to y'all right quick. First thing is, I got a report from Ricky Miles. I'm sorry, Carlos Slim Bailey. What's good, Ronald Richardson? Shalom, shalom. So I have a subscriber out in the North Carolina, Carlos Slim Bailey. And you know the Jade Helm thing is going on right now in 21 counties, military. And he's saying that there's military helicopters everywhere. Military helicopters everywhere. How that ties into what's going on now is the storm, Dorian. Brenda Anthony, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Shalom, shalom. So Dorian may pass up Florida altogether. All right, Metal Sheep. And they're saying is Georgia, the Carolinas, Virginia, all that need to watch it. Debbie Nelson, how you doing? Shalom, shalom. So they're saying that it could miss Florida and head straight up the eastern seaboard, straight up the coast. And it just so happens that we have troops who were training for an event like this. Shalom, Amanda L. Welcome, welcome. So we have troops in North Carolina in 21 counties who was training for an event just like this. Go figure, right? They picked the perfect time. Boy, those guys are lucky, you know. So we'll see if this thing goes live. If they have to start plucking civilians off rooftops and all this type of stuff. And if they're gonna use those guys that are already there, who's already been training since last Friday, and it's supposed to be there till September the 12th. Remember? The quote-unquote Jade Helm exercises. So, that's interesting. Gold went up again today. I think the market, from the open, the market fell. I didn't see how much. I wasn't quite paying attention to that. But the other thing I wanted to touch on, guys, over the weekend here in Dallas, there was another tragedy. Dallas Assistant District Attorney Justin Ford. Some strange stuff happened. First, they said, y'all still here with me? Yeah, they didn't want that information to get out. That means I must be on to something, Dark Wolf. So the thing is, yeah, every time it get good, they don't want this information to get out. It's good information. I'm putting two and two together. Y'all getting it here first. Yeah, you're getting it here first. Fresh, hot off the presses. So the Dallas Assistant DA was in a wreck this weekend, this last Saturday. He was seen walking down the street with a bloody nose. They tested him, did a blood test or something. He wasn't drunk. So he got to the house and he's dead now. The Dallas Assistant DA is dead. They aren't saying what the cause was. The whole thing looks suspicious. He was driving. He was in an accident. He was spotted walking down down the street with a bloody nose. They did a alcohol test. He wasn't drunk. He got to the house. The next day he was dead. Why is that important? There's a important case starting in about 2 weeks here in Dallas. They've been trying to get the case moved out of Dallas. Ex-police officer, exactly, Metal Sheet. Ex-police officer Amber Guyger, who killed Botham Jean, went and hit him. She said, oh, she was so tired, she thought she was in her own house. Went in somebody else's house. Neighbors heard her saying, let me in, beating on the door. When he opened the door, she shot him. And he said, why did you do that? Apparently they knew each other. They're still trying to play that down. But they found some stuff on some of her social media that she forgot to scrub. She was gung-ho. She wanted to kill some people. And then she also may have been a racist on top of that. So, but they've been trying to get the case moved out of Dallas. They've been trying to get it moved to another venue. They say she can't get a fair trial in Dallas. Well, the DA didn't let her get it moved. And I'm wondering if maybe the assistant DA paid the price for that. Paid the price with his life. And case starts in about 2 more weeks. Somewhere like on the 22nd, 21st, somewhere around there. And they've been trying their hardest to get this thing moved out of the city, out of the Dallas County. No, they say, yeah, she can. It happened. The murder happened in Dallas. We're going to try her in Dallas. So that's what it's about. Ex-police Amber Guyger trial starts this month in about 2 more weeks. And the assistant DA mysteriously comes up dead. Mysteriously. Over the weekend. Nobody knows what happened. So they could be playing hardball. They could be like, we're gonna get this moved to another venue or else. Or you see what happens. So we'll see. We'll see if they move the venue. We'll see if they come out and say anything about what's going on. Nobody's saying anything. Mum's the word. I don't even know if there's been an autopsy yet, but the initial report, he had the accident, and they did I guess a blood test, and he was not drunk. There was no alcohol in the system. And he was walking down the street with a bloody nose. I don't know if that was a part of the wreck or if someone beat him up. I don't know how he got released and how he got back to his house, but he was found dead. So, it's just some other things that we're looking at. Yeah, I think he knew something, Brenda Anthony. And they're not saying. John Crusoe, who's the actual district attorney, he's a Cajun fella, and he's new. He's the new DA. The last DA, Faith Johnson, got voted out. She just lost her election, and this guy got in. But she's the one who upgraded the charges from manslaughter to murder, and she wants to try the trial against Amber Guyger. Crusoe said he's going to do it. Faith Johnson was black Republican. Crusoe's a black Democrat. So I don't know if you guys have been following the Botham Jean case, but the guy was an accountant from the Caribbean, from the Bahamas, I believe it was. And when he was shot, instead of them going to Amber Guyger's house, searching her house, they searched his house. They said they found 10 grams of marijuana, probably a little thing of kush. 10 grams. And they say they found police scaffering again. That's how I know when I'm hitting on something. When I get close, see, there's no way for me to prove that they had anything going on. But when they start buffering me, when I said that, they let me know that, yeah. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of, because they didn't even stay on the same floor. He was on one floor, she was on another floor. He had a welcome mat and all kind of stuff outside of his apartment. She didn't have the same things outside of hers. When you get inside someone else's apartment or home, you're going to see the furniture's different. It's going to smell different. It's going to feel different. All right, Dark Wolf. So she came, the doors on this particular apartment complex off. It's about 2 minutes walking distance from the police station that she worked at. So she walked to and from work. She didn't drive. Say she worked a long time, but she walked 2 minutes to her home, to the apartments, went to the wrong floor, and these doors are self-locking. But they claimed that the door was political corruption. Yeah, man, this is where they got Kennedy at. And the truth still ain't came out about that. And there's some people around town who know what happened. Truth still ain't came out, and it's probably never going to come out. So she got to the place. These doors are self-locking. So if you open the door and you close it, they're weighted, and it automatically closes all the way. You don't have to shut the door. It's weighted. If there's nothing holding it open, it's going to automatically shut. She claims she just walked into the wrong apartment. Wrong. It's not possible unless he had a chair in the door or something like that propping it open. You can't do that. She lied. Ooh, here's a big FEMA van, guys, right next to me. Can you see it? FEMA. Uh-oh. What they doing here? What they doing in Texas, man? The storm is in Florida somewhere. Yeah, the storm is gonna be in North Carolina. That's a big Winnebago. Big camper. That's one of the big ones. The crap they doing here, man? Uh-oh. We better get ready, Texas. They coming. Yeah, they coming. They might send no freaking storm this way. But, yeah, so. Yeah, coming to get somebody. But I got horsepower. I got horsepower. We gonna go on them. But anyway, man, so there are military helicopters all over North Carolina. The storm is headed that way. The assistant DA mysteriously dies here in Dallas. Mom's the word. Not a word about what happened. Yeah, exactly. Go to the Bahamas. But we don't want them to issue. I think they had them caskets hid out in Puerto Rico. They had some in Georgia and some in Puerto Rico. Yeah, man, they've been planning for this for a long time. But anyway, I just thought that was interesting about the assistant DA mysteriously dying right before the biggest case, probably since Kennedy. Probably the biggest case in Dallas since the JFK thing. And DA just mysteriously died. Yeah. And this thing is going to go hush hush. We'll see what happens. I know it has something to do with this case. If all of a sudden the case gets reset or moved to some country town somewhere, or somewhere 300, 400, 500, 600 miles away, you'll know that they got to him. You'll know that the guy had to pay his life in order to make the trial move. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to check in with that, let y'all know that. Good talking to y'all. I'm finna go and see what other news is going on. It's been too quiet for me today, knowing that this is September and knowing that a lot of stuff is going on. So if I find anything, I'll be back. And hopefully we'll get some exciting stuff going on. Anyway, let me get back to this driving. Oh, you're welcome, Metal Sheep. Appreciate you tuning in. Love y'all. Be safe. Watch your six. Peace and blessings. Beyond Babbitt. Brian Anthony, your host. Over and out.